You may start.
No pictures, please.
We're a company called the Brompton Kiddies, and we're going to show you our new presentation of our new design of the little nipper car seat. Now we have a target audience that we're aiming at. Now this is a commuter with one child who's basically concerned about carbon emissions and obviously the cost of fuel, but they want to transport their child to the childcare provision on the way to work, and then obviously pick up the child back from it. Now what we needed to heavily consider was that if you've just got a bike, you've got a bike. Obviously if you have a child, then you can't just say, right, sit there. I know you're 2 years old, you want to run around, but just sit there and be good whilst mummy or daddy undoes the bike. So we needed to consider it needed to be safe during, that the child needed to be safe while you were trying to sort your bike out and attaching and detaching. It needed to be light to be carried, and it obviously needed to be easily detachable. And I'm now going to hand on to Dave, but we think it's probably going to be about £90 as an accessory, chosen accessory. So I'm going to hand on to Dave, who's going to be a bit more technical.
Yeah, we've got a design here, but it's basically, you might want to show them the range first, actually.
Okay, all right, I'll do the range first then. Right, so to try and keep the child safe, we thought reins, old style thing. Okay, comes over, fastens, two of the clips, you've got them. Got them under your arm, like that. It's all good stuff. All right. Okay. So we thought about that. We thought also we could use these to also make them safe in the seat. So you don't have to take them out of the reins, put them in the reins, take them out of the reins. They're in, and that's it. It's all done great. All right. So normal type of reins. You right there, Dave?
I think so.
To help you, one, control your little child, little nipper, alright, and also to secure them into their seat. At this point, I think I can hand over to Dave.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Right, I might just hang on to the bike for a second for me. Cheers, thank you very much. Now the concept with the little nipper, obviously, we decided that it shouldn't be something that the parent has to start fiddling around with too many things with a child running around and all the rest of it. So what we've come up with is a design for a seat which actually folds completely flat. This is my very crude model, apologies for that. What you've got there is basically the neck design for the seat. You fold the seat back, and through the back of the seat, these just fold in, through the back of this seat, what you have here on these two lugs where my fingers are now, probably can't see from where you are, okay, on the other two clips, they go onto the harness for the child, and the child is then positioned, obviously at the wrong scale, around about here. Okay then. Now in order to secure that, what we decided to do is fit to the base here, so it all becomes one unit that folds flat, like we talked about earlier. We talked about making that fold up like that. There's your carry handle there, and here you have a series of bars coming up. Now the way that works is the bars operate as a flat piece which is fixed, as I say, to the base of the seat. What we have here is a middle section that comes up and swings up and pivots like so, and the other piece fits onto these two areas here. Let's hold it up for you so you can see. Here, so you've got the two prongs on there to around about here, and then the central piece comes across and locks into place here. Okay, then the child won't be able to reach forward and grab that and start fiddling with this mechanism because well, they won't be able to get away from the harness. Okay, which is holding into the seat. And the other thing is with these, it doesn't lock into place. Gravity holds this with longer pins, about the length of my fingers there, to stop this from actually going over rough terrain. If you did go over, bouncing out and making the child fall down and knocking chins on you and things like that. The seat itself, we're looking to do it a bit like the packaging you have on your for toners and stuff like that, where it's kind of ribs of bubble wrap of air. Yeah. So it's real industrial style bubble wrap. Could be clear, could be coloured. You know, again, with the bikes being custom ordered and all the rest of it, you can have the same thing